Alright, so simple for loop in bash. Let's first see what we have in this directory. Okay, it's empty. So first we launch code editor, just using Nano here for simplicity. You can use whatever editor you like the most. Name of the file forloop.sh. We don't need this extension here, but just put it here for readability. Alright, here on the editor, punch in the shebang line first, bin bash, and then our for loop. So we use the keyword for, then we need some temporary variable name, let's say IP, keyword in. After that comes a list of values, strings, numbers, variables, etc. Just gonna use numbers here. Let's say from 1 to all the way to 20. So with this temporary variable, every time this loop goes around, first time around this variable is gonna have the value of 1, second time 2, and all the way to 20. Alright, after that we have do and done keywords. And everything between these two keywords we're gonna run or execute every time this loop goes around. For example, we could have here echo. Let's type in some IP address. And here on this last octet, we're gonna inject our value from our variable. And every time we want to reference the value of a variable, we have to prefix it with this $sign. Let's actually create some empty file using the touch command. Let's call it IP numbers. And now we can just redirect the output of this echo command to this file. So we're gonna append every time around new IP address on new line. So very simple. We have the shebang line. We created an empty file to store these numbers. We have our for loop, keyword for, variable name, keyword in, then a list of values. We have the do and done keywords, and everything between them we're gonna execute every time the loop goes round. This could be 100 lines long, but here we have only one line. Ctrl S to save the file, Ctrl X to execute. Here we can see that now we have our for loop. You can also see that we don't have the execution rights yet, so we need to change that. Of course, we could use the bash every time we launch the script, but we just use the chmod. And for the user, we need the X to be able to execute, and then our for loop. Let's list it again. Now we can see that we have 7, 6, and 4. So the user is able to execute the file. Then just using the / notation, run the file. You can see that nothing came to the screen. When we do the listing again, you can see that we created this IP numbers file. Then we cat it out. We can see bunch of IP numbers that we could later use, for example, to sweep the network for live host machines or use with our other exploits. So that was for loop in bash. Hope you guys learned something, and if you want to learn more about ethical hacking and penetration testing, head over to hacknonstop.com and book your training session. Take care everybody. All the best.